for you. Joined by Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, DeJounte Murray's overcome a lot. Fell to the 29th pick in 2016 over concerns about his tough past. Then an ACL tear cost him his third season. Last year, in All-Star, he said, quote, "There's nothing like being respected, working hard, and being willing to learn. I'm from Seattle. We're built for this." Brian?
Great story, Allie. Thank you. For some of these players, this opening night will be their first. What's your advice for guys making their NBA debuts, Smitty?
Well, BA, first of all, enjoy it. Really, tonight is going to go by fast. You have to slow down your mind because it's going to be racing.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Heat, on the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Vincent in at the 1. Now here's Hero. Pass to Vincent. Back to Hero. Not going to go that time. Good D by Murray. Yep, that one's good.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Here's Vincent. Pass to Hero. Another shot. Count it for Vincent.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
On offense, here are the Hawks. Collins outside. Outside Young. To the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Murray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
With the lift Murray gets on his jumper, he can get a clean look from mid-range at any time.
Hunter against Butler. Hey, rejected by Capella. Here's Murray. Miami grabs the miss.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Young. Lets it fly. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Boy, it's great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more.
Collins outside. And here's Hunter from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
That one is off.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Pass to Vincent. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Inside. Here's Young. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
It's hard trying to knock Young off his equilibrium. Great concentration on the finish.
Hero outside. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Trae Young, 4th.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Adebayo.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Miami trailing. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Vincent. Here's Butler, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Pass to Capella. Outside Young. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Offensive rebound. The Heat shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Here's Hero. And Young with the block.
I feel for the guy who gets his shot blocked by Trae Young. He's going to hear it from his teammates. Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
In the 2021 playoffs, Trae Young was unreal, leading the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. The first round series against the Knicks was memorable.
Okay, Heat fans, show some love for your Heat dancer.
Here's Adebayo. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Vincent. Now Hero. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, they need this. The Heat rebound. Adebayo, no good. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Hunter passes to Young. The kick to Hunter from the arc. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. Smitty, Trae Young in New York, electric against the Knicks.
He was, B.A. He was taunting the crowd in the Mecca. We saw another level of Trae Young, the ability to be the man in a series, doing it on the biggest stage in New York City. What's really helped Miami over the last few years, they've had some of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
And he makes a first. And the Heat's ability to stretch the floor, it's critical to their stars' success, Smitty.
It is. Guys like Butler and Bam Adebayo, they thrive when they have room to operate, B.A. It's an approach that continues to serve Miami well.
So he gets them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now here's Young. The D's right on him. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
And Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
And he drops the first.
The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D's side.
And both free throws good for Young. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Hero outside. Outside Love. All sorts of time. And Young pulls it down.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And it's good for 2. Young's got 6 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. Vincent's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Outside Young. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Outside Butler. Back to Hero. Right side Love. Great open look there.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster on the court. So that changed. Trading for an all-star, DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
The Heat making a switch here. Strus is checked in. Griffin, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bay comes in for Hunter. Murray's shot is good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Strus. Here's Vincent. He has 6. To the inside. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's a good look by Kevin Love. The decision-making with the ball in his hands makes him different than other fours.
Out to the right wing. Here's Griffin. And they pick up 2. And the Hawks lead by 11.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Butler. Back to Vincent. And there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Murray.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Smitty, it can be pretty impressive to watch this Miami squad go to work on the offensive end.
Yeah, SBA, the reason why they have a bunch of talented shooters, that's for certain. But they also pay attention to the little things like grabbing offensive boards and moving the ball around.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Now here's Griffin. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Out left to the wing. Butler against Young. The shot by Butler, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Capella.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success ahead of his own.
Here's Young. They've got a 9-point lead. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Greg. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls.
You know, I feel a lot of players get labeled as guys who can do a little bit of everything. DeJounte Murray has more than earned that label.
And Murray drops them both. It really has been striking, the improvement Murray's shown every year, Smitty.
Scoring keeps going up. His assists are up. He's one of the best rebounding point guards. And his confidence is trending up just like his stats.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Knocks it loose. Pass to Vincent. Outside Butler. Back to Strus. Love. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the middle. Here's Young. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting 4 for 4.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Back to Butler. Right wing. Outside Strus. Pass to Butler. Four on the clock. Atlanta with a rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm. Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook. Old school rebound.
And again, the Heat missing. Outside Murray. Over Adebayo. Murray, no good. And for Miami, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Here's Butler. And the shot goes down.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Outside Young. Over to the wing. Butler against Bay. Here's Murray. Benson grabs the miss. And it's Miami's ball. They trail by 11. Pass to Strus. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Zellers checked in for Bam Adebayo. Victor Oladipo comes in for Love. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vincent. We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Butler. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
You don't always have to force your way to the rim. That time, Jimmy takes what the defense allows.
Young, the pass to Capella. 16 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 5. Murray. Rebound by the Heat. Up top, Lowry. It's good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks ahead, up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your Heat dancers.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Max Strus is out there with Caleb Martin, and it's Love in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Strus' shot is off.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Now here's Young, and he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Lowry, knocked loose. Goes up again. And it's Love missing. The Hawks leading. Outside Bogdanovich. Right side Young. Jacks up at 3. And he trades it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Lowry outside. Back to Hero. Three-pointer. Atlanta with a rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Now here's Strus. We saw him with 11 points in his last game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Lowry against Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Collins outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Young, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Miami's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Now here's Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots. Here's a Congo. Wow! Crazy good! And he jams it home with authority.
can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Checked in for Lowry. For Miami, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Down low. Here's Vincent. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Vincent's got 12.
Terrific dime from Hero, showing how versatile he can be.
May passes to Collins. Pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. And it's off from three-point range. For Miami, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter.
After receiving heavy criticism in his second year, Tyler Hero came into the 2021-22 season on a different level, averaging over 20 points per game.
And Atlanta has possession. The Heat making their last shot. May against Strus. They grab their own miss.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Snatched up. Here's Hero. Good D by Bogdanovich.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. You know, with Hero, Smitty, his play earned him the 6th man.
And he ran away with that award, B.A. And it wasn't only because of his prolific scoring. Hero also displayed his playmaking ability, and he improved the defensive end as well.
Young misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Strus. And again, Miami with a triple.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
To the inside.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Hero outside. Pass to Strus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. That doesn't go either for Hero.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Bay from long range. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Here's Martin. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And the Hawks call time here. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Outside Murray. Atlanta again missing. Miami trailing. Here's Vincent. He's got 12. Hunter with some nice D. Martin against Murray. Here's Bay. Outside Bogdanovich. Bay outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Max Strus picks one up.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, BA, that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Now here's Hero. To the middle. Here's Martin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Murray finds Capella. Bogdanovich against Hero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, you watch Bogey and how he can orchestrate. He's an underrated playmaker, Grant.
Yeah, BA, the assist numbers don't jump out at you, but he has great core vision at all times. Runs the pick and roll well and is shifty in the paint.
The first free throw is good.
A good shooter from the line. Bogdanovich welcomes these chances.
And the Heat with some changes. Jimmy Butler comes in for Martin. And Victor Oladipo is subbed in for Hero. Pass to Vincent. Fires from deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. And Atlanta has possession. Murray passes to Bay. The kick to Hunter. Bay against Butler. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Strus. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Murray for 3. Nails it from 3. Murray's got 12 points in the game.
Improved shot mechanics, improved strength. DeJounte Murray is becoming a force.
Pass to Strus. Bay against Butler. Back to Strus. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Hunter for 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And it's a 12-point Atlanta lead. Butler passes to Strus. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Oladipo. The shot. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Vincent can't hit.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Capella with the jam.
Good ball handler and passer. Bogdanovich is very effective in the pick and roll.
Bogdanovich against Oladipo. Outside Strus. To stop the run. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Murray. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Oladipo. Capella. Great positioning on the putback. Capella's got 10.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Tipped away. Murray with it. 12 points for him. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
When Murray gets on a roll, he is really something. What a night.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Griffin, he's checked in for Bay.
For the Hawks, Griffin.
Here's Murray. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Second personal foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
And the free throw, no good. Smitty, he's a tremendous underdog story. Max Strus started his college career in Division II.
And then, B.A., Max ended up transferring to a D1 after 2 years, scoring over 1,000 points at 2 different schools. Max is the rare player to start D2 and end up in the NBA.
Here's Vincent, following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Butler. Here's Vincent. Outside Strus, 5 to shoot, drills it from deep. Strus has got 11 points.
Now he's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early.
Outside Murray. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Murray's got 19 points.
An explosive athlete with the ball in his hands. DeJounte Murray doing a dance and creating space for his shot. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, John, you're facing a challenge tonight. What's been the key to this lead in the first half?
I think following through with our game plan. I think we knew it was going to be a tough night tonight. Solid team, short roster, so we knew we were going to have to come out and bring the edge competitively.
They knew the scouting report. Guys?
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A big night so far for DeJounte Murray. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He came in with something to prove tonight after having a very tough outing in their last game. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Hawks?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court for the Hawks, Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the center position. Butler finds Hero. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Hero's got his second basket.
We see it almost nightly. Hero is underrated in terms of his ability to score inside.
And he lobs it up. And it's Capella with the jam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Vincent. And here's Butler. Back to Vincent. Over Young. Again, the Heat score.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Outside Hunter. That's tipped. Butler with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. This one for 3. The shot off that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Hunter against Butler. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's going to go back the other direction. But they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And it's Butler with the jam.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Young. He's got 13. Driving in. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Young. 15 points in the game. Rebound by the Heat. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Vincent, guarded by Young. Count it. Love's got 6 points.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Pass to Capella. Hero against Murray. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
3 out of 4 coming out showing good execution on the offensive end.
Back to Hero. Knocked away. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And now the Hawks on the break. Shoots over Hero. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Hero outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. They get the rebound. Love, that's good. Give him 8 points now.
Having Love pound the offensive boards. His instincts around the glass make it a great strategy.
Pass to Murray. To the wing on the left. Young, the pass to Capella. Back to Young. Clock at 2. From deep. Rebounded by Butler.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Oladipo's checked in for Love.
Over the course of his career, Jimmy Butler's made strides in a lot of areas. He's really matured as a playmaker in the past several seasons.
Pass to Collins. Butler with a steal. Here's Vincent, guarded by Young. And there's the lob. And it's Butler with the jam.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. To the left wing. Pass to Hunter. Fires the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Miami gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Vincent can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And here's Young. Now here's Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the tray. Hunter's got 13 now.
A 42% three-point shooter in college, Hunter continues to shine beyond the arc.
Back to Oladipo. Pass to Butler. Over Collins. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Oladipo. 15 points in the game.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Murray against Hero. Free throw line jumper. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Oladipo on the wing. Over Hunter. Pass to Vincent. Over Young. Count it for Vincent. Vincent's got 19 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now Hunter. He's guarded by Oladipo. Goes back up. Hunter can't get it to go. And the Heat shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Hunter on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And when it comes to DeAndre Hunter, there's no question he's a skilled player. He has just struggled to remain healthy.
Free throw good, Hunter. And it's certainly been a tough beginning to Hunter's career in regards to his injury history, Smitty.
It has, BA, and hopefully this is all behind him. He just wants to show he can be counted on and be a key contributor for his team.
Okongwu checked in for Atlanta, and both free throws good for Hunter.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
Strus. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Strus has got 14 points for the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's Murray, and he gets it to go.
Timeout.
Murray's got 27 points.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
And the Heat call time here. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Bay, he's checked in for the Hawks. Griffin comes in for Hunter. Pass to Lowry. Now Zeller to the paint. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Young.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition could help him withstand the rigors of the season.
Kyle Lowry didn't make his first All-Star game until year 9. That is very rare.
That'll definitely steal momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Atlanta's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Griffin. Back to Young. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Breaking into an all-star team like Lowry did. Man, it's so tough, Smitty.
There are only 12 spots, BA, and Kyle grabbed one of them. Reason why he's played at an unbelievable level, and his teams, they are winning.
one misses.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Young, way outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Strus. Offline with a 3. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Butler. Griffin against Strus. Now Oladipo from behind the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Miami has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Lowry, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What an intelligent player Kyle Lowry is. Clever at finding ways to get fouled while shooting.
Kyle Lowry.
That one's off.
He's an incredible competitor. Kyle Lowry loves the challenge. He'll fight you tooth and nail. Teammates, they feed off his energy.
Martin, he's checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second. Here's Young. He's got 15. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter here. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
Well, Oladipo's game features a lot of speed. If you don't keep up with him, he'll make you pay.
Victor Oladipo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Bogdanovich has checked in for the Hawks. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading. To the right side. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Donovan shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Back to Oladipo. Pass to Strus. Let's go with a 3. Basket is good with the setup from Oladipo. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Griffin. Out to the wing. Bay, right side. Here's Strus. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Bogdanovich. First personal personal foul. Penalty.
Elbow. 2.
Now at the line, Max Struz. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe. 40 seconds left in the third. Atlanta's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Okongwu inside. Zeller's there. Deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, Zeller with some nice D. Pass to Struz for 3. Tries again, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Onyeka Okongwu. 3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Now at the line, Cody Zeller. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown.
1. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. With 1 on the clock. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Here we go, fans.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Max Struz. Victor Oladipo is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Love in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. It's Griffin, high post. Love's there. There's Young with the 3. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
That's his 2nd 3-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Struz the pass to Oladipo. Now here's Adebayo. On the wing, Struz. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Heat making a change here. Butler's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Tipped it. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 7.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Miami shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Strus the pass to Butler. Hero with it. Fires the 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
This is, and I think his coach would agree, unacceptable. 1 turnover in the first half, now multiple turnovers since the break. Too much.
Martin, he's checked in for Miami. Lowry comes in for Strus. And a change for the Hawks. Collins, he's checked in for Griffin. Butler with the bucket.
He is very hard to stick with coming off the pick. Butler gets all the separation he needs.
Pass to Hunter. Lets the 3 fly. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Lowry outside. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Gifted scorer. I like when Lowry takes initiative and looks to capitalize inside.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Bogdanovich. Shot from 12. Young can't hit. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Adebayo against Bogdanovich. From down in the low post, it goes. And now just a 4-point Atlanta lead.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Inside. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Here's Collins. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Butler passes to Hero. Lowry outside. Back to Hero. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Set him up, he'll knock him down. Tyler was drafted largely for that dead-eye jumper.
Young against Lowry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Trae Young. 2.
Free throw is good. Young. Love is checked in for Miami. Vincent comes in for Lowry. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And he can't hit the second. The Heat have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. The score now all even. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Outside Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Hunter on the wing. The 3 is up. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
Here's Vincent. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Outside Butler to take the lead. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And that one's good.
Showing how effective he can be. Once DeAndre Hunter gets rolling, look out.
Here's Vincent, outside Butler. Back to Vincent. To the middle. Here's Hero. And he makes it on the layup.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
From Gabe Vincent.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Young with it. Hero picks him up. With the 10-footer, buries the jump shot. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is Young's game. He's a shooter and someone that looks to score often.
Vincent can't hit. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Bogdanovich, 2.
No good on that one. On the second one.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a 2-possession game, and he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Pass to Vincent. Now Butler. Hero outside. 4-3, and a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Hero's got 12 points here in the second half.
Coming into his own from distance, Hero is muddy.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
You know what's interesting? It's like he's hitting everything he's putting up there. I mean, he's caught fire and just has continued on with the attack. I mean, his ability to pick the D apart, wow. So impressive, so incredible.
Bay, he's checked in for the Hawks. DeJounte Murray comes in for Bogdanovich. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Bay. Miami grabs the miss. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one. To take the lead. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That one on Murray.
Often viewed as just a shooter, Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Hero is a huge player for this team, a guy who does a little bit of everything out there.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Atlanta's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Here's Young. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the 4th. Here's Butler. And he drops it in from the low post. Butler's got 15 points here in the second half.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency. Nice job. Those passes have to be right around the painted area.
Miami has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Butler. Hero outside. Ooh, poked away. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Young, the pass to Murray. Shoots over Hero. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Young. Young's got 8 assists in the game. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Vincent. Young with it. And again, it's Atlanta.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Young. And finished off by Adebayo.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Back to Young. Here's Vincent. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks trailing. Collins outside. Pass to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Love. Hero left side. The shot no good. Hunter with some nice D.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Outside Bogdanovich. Poke loose. Adebayo against Murray. Over Adebayo. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
You won't see this young man turning down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Adebayo passes to Butler. Here's Vincent. Again, the Heat misses. Atlanta's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Hunter against Hero. Hunter can't get it to go. Miami has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Hunter against Hero. And the shot goes in. Hero's got 16 in the second half.
Gotta like this. Tyler Hero finding a way to come up huge.
And the Hawks call time here. They're trailing by 3. 1:44 left in the final quarter. And the Hawks making a change here. Forrest is checked in. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter here. Murray against Hero. It's good. Murray's got 33 points.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Adebayo, no good. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Vincent, third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the win. Trent Forrest, 2
And that ties this game up. Free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Here's Hero. Offensive rebound, and it's in there. And the Heat lead by 2.
The ability to finish, that's something K-Love brings to the table.
Murray against Hero. No good there. And Miami the other way now. There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter.
Attack mode right there. He plays bigger than his size.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Hero on the wing. With the 10-footer. The rebound by Murray. Timeout called, the Hawks. They're down by 2. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Penalty. Now at the line, Jimmy Butler.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You know, in clutch situation, it all falls on Jimmy Butler, a guy who tends to deliver in these situations.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Outside Hunter from deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Heat. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
The confidence Jimmy Butler brings to his game is infectious. It's obvious his attitude has a positive effect on his entire squad's play and pushes everyone to deliver their best effort.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
So the Heat win it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.